Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. You can email your questions or comments to bull@willcross.net. Once again, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
We're back again on Bull Sessions. Thanks, everybody, for staying with us. We greatly appreciate you. Again, we want you to send in, Brad, what's our email?
Our email is bull@willcross.net.
Yes, good job. And I want to commend you on your timer keeping today. You know, I'm not sitting here in the dark like I was last week.
Well, I'm 1 for 1 so far.
You're doing a wonderful job. Let's keep that up and make timing great again as well.
Okay. Well, we have started the show off pretty good about how to make your farm great again.
Bryce Cropp's coming up here in a little bit.
And, of course, anybody can direct complaints about that list to Brad. Just email him at bull@willcross.net.
Yes, Miles.
I thought the complaint line, the direct complaint line was Randy at willcross.net.
Miles is our producer, and what he says goes.
Okay.
So, too, I forgot to mention earlier, Focus on the Farmer.
Yeah.
That's coming up the fourth segment. We got another one. We want all of you, we encourage all of you to send in your nominee for somebody we want to recognize in farming community. Men, women, children, it doesn't matter. Just email us, or you can even call us at our office, 660-535-4444. So, again, we're going to be bringing Bryce in here in just a little bit. He's, like I said, he's from Cook, Nebraska, irrigated farm ground, quite a bit of it, family farmer, so we'll talk more with him a little bit. Did you finish your list?
Yes, I went through my list, and it was full of greatness. And if anybody missed that, they can go on to Google Willcross Bull Sessions, and they will find these lists, and everything the past episodes is on YouTube.
You done wonderful the other day. It took all day to get them on there, but...
Well, I am caught up, and I'm not behind the 8 ball, and I'm going to try to keep that up every week. It may get a little hard during planting and combining, but we'll catch up with it.
And a lot of that information is there in your newsletters that you put out every month.
And if anybody'd like to sign up for our little Brad's Bowl newsletter, you can email us at bull@willcross.net, and I'll get you on that list. Or if you'd like a paper copy even, give us a call at the office if you're not computer friendly. And that number again was 660-535-4444. Did I get the right number? 4 4s.
4 4s.
4 4s. 660.
You done good.
535, quadruple 4.
That's it. You done good. You done good for someone with a master's degree. That's very good, Bradley.
Well, there are some things I don't excel in, and one of those things is like equipment
and spelling.
Well, spelling is one, but Siri helps me with that. And equipment maintenance and equipment repair, and looking at equipment to see what actually needs to be done.
Yeah.
That's something that I need to call a friend on. And I've even had Mr. Bryce Cropp work on our plot planner when we had electrical issue to get
I remember.
He fixed my monitor for me, and that made life a lot easier for me. So I think we ought to give him a holler.
Okay. Bryce, are you there?
Yes.
Well, Bryce, we had this little list to start the show off, and about how to make your farm great again. And I wanted to deport some mice that are living in my machine shed. And you've probably seen equipment that have been ate up by mice. Do you have any suggestions on how to keep mice out of equipment that is put up for the winter?
There's a couple things we can do. First and foremost is nothing else is blow it off. Get some of that excess grain out of it so that mice ain't attracted to it.
Well, that's good.
Go ahead.
No, we kind of briefly had talked earlier before we brought you on about your Case IH technician. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you farm.
Yep.
And you're a seed production grower for Willcross Seed. Plus, you're also a dealer for Willcross Seed. You're a busy guy.
It sounds that way.
Yeah. Irrigated land, some of it not. How was your crops this year?
The crops were above average. We had the beans were exceptional again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Corn was a little lacking. We had some windstorms the first part of July that had quite a bit of green snap in the area.
Right. Well, you can't help that so much. I really like that you said the beans was exceptional. That's a good thing because they're Willcross beans, so we like that. How's your dad? I know your family farm, all of you working there together. Still got cattle too, right?
Yep, that's what he's working on right now, putting up fence around some corn stalks.
Yeah. Anybody talking about next year yet? What are they thinking? More corn, more beans, more cattle, more grass? What are they thinking?
Everyone's pretty unsure at the moment right now.
Are they? Well, yeah, we're finding that here too. Everybody's finishing up harvest. They want to see where they're at financially. Big deal. See if cash rents are going to go down. Fuel, equipment, the whole show. It's the same everywhere.
Right.
What are you hearing, Brad? Same deals?
Well, I think there's a lot of interest in Liberty Link soybeans.
Yeah.
And I know, Bryce, did you have 2 or 3 numbers of Liberty beans?
We had 3 numbers this year. We had the 3.5, the 3.7, and the 4.1.
All right. Now, which one's your favorite?
The old 3.7 is pretty hard to beat yet.
Well, that's kind of my pick for right now. I really like that bean. So
it's done good. We've had it for a long time. 2, we had the 50-pound bag, like we've got in all of our seed now. I think that had 150,000 seeds per pound, or seeds in the bag per unit last year. So, price was good. More seed for the buck. That's a good thing.
Right. Always looking for the bargains.
Oh, yeah. Well, we was talking about storing equipment and so forth. You've got one of them big combines. I saw it up there. I always hear the electrical wiring and stuff, like mice eat them up. I've heard guys say they put mothballs around. Is there anything more with that? Because we've got a lot of guys always talking about that.
Mothballs do work if you can stand the smell.
Mm-hmm.
I have had some guys actually just go get, one guy uses Irish Spring bar soap.
I've heard of people using that.
And cuts it up into little petals and puts it in some plastic containers, and he swears by that.
Really?
We have some other guys that swear just go get some dryer sheets and open the box up in the cab, and that seems to help.
Dryer sheets and Irish Spring soap. Now, that is technology at its finest.
Well, what was it last week? I said dogs were better than cats.
Yeah.
And I had a whole list of why dogs are better than cats.
You did, yes.
The dogs don't. I've seen my dog catch mice before,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing like a good putty cat would do around the combine.
Well, you done said you didn't like cats last week.
I don't, but there is a good point of them around equipment and storage.
There is, so you can put a cat up in the cab for all winter.
Well, no, we're gonna get the cat. We're gonna get the cat to evict those mice outside of the combine before they reach the combine.
Mm-hmm. That'll be good. Another thing, Bryce, going forward, are anybody talking, what are they thinking about planting more corn?
I haven't heard anyone say more corn for next year, no.
I've been hearing more soybeans, but I don't know. I mean, we'll never know until, I guess, spring gets here and we see what, we just had a big election.
Right.
There'll be a new Secretary of Ag coming in, new policies. I think there's a lot of uncertainty out here right now, but they're just the big wait and see thing.
Yep.
Is that pretty much what? I think it's pretty much everywhere, don't you?
Yep. It's like you said, everyone. I mean, for the most part, everyone's wrapping up harvest up here, and I haven't beat the bushes yet either. But I think here in the next couple of weeks, we'll start in on that and get a better feel for that.
Sure. Cover crops, are those? How popular is that in your area?
There's some. It's not too popular.
Really?
There's quite a bit of ground getting turned under already. I have seen some tanks going out of the elevator for anhydrous, Brad's favorite.
Yep.
He growls about that a little bit, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to cut out here in just a little bit, Bryce, but you're going to stay on for a little bit with us while we go to commercial, right?
Yep, that'll work.
Okay. We'll keep talking. We'll be back here in just a little bit with more Bull Sessions. Don't you love that name, Bradley?
Yes, I really like that.
You
name.
kind of invented that, didn't you? Okay, Brad. We're going to talk more with Bryce coming up in our, the next segment after we come back from the commercial break.
I think that'll be good, Randy. Bryce has got a lot of good stuff to say.
He does.
Now, do we have another segment, too, that we've got to do today?
We do. Fourth segment, we're going to bring up our focus on the farmer people.
Oh, that'll be good.
Guess who it is?
I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you until the fourth segment, Bradley.
Well, I'll be surprised.
It's a secret, and I think you will think they're good ones. So what we'll do is talk about all that when we come back to Bull Sessions on 680 KFEQ.